Hi, my name is Zen. I was born and raised in Kelantan, Kota Baru, but I'm currently studying abroad in Japan. So during the pandemic, I went back to Malaysia, and that was when I went to Pulau Perhentian, Long Beach. I was working there as a yoga instructor, and that's when I kind of started Projek Waste. But yeah, I'm studying environmental studies in Japan. So when I was in Pulau Perhentian, I met my partner, Marcus. He is a diving instructor there. We were friends and we were just like looking at the beach every day, and it's obviously a lot of trash, and we really wanted to do something. So we kind of started Projek Waste, and Projek Waste is obviously a project to reduce waste. The main thing that we do is cleaning up the beach when we were there, raising some awareness on environmental issues and also some marine conservation issues on our social media. First and foremost, the marine ecosystem is very closely related to the land ecosystem, which also includes us humans. The marine lives kind of help regulate the biodiversity in the ocean and also as the land. And it also acts as a very good carbon offsetters. Like the forests, like the trees, they kind of offset carbons. For the ocean, it also does the same, like some of the seagrass, like seaweeds. So it's very important for us to protect the marine ecosystem and also all the marine lives. Unfortunately, a lot of trash in our waste from industrial waste and also just organic waste flows into the ocean, and most of us lives in the city. We don't really see that picture of how our waste just kind of goes into the ocean. We just think that okay, they just end up in landfill, and once you throw your trash, you just don't really think about that. But actually, it just a lot of the times it flows back into the ocean and it just pollutes the ocean. It just does a lot of damage to our marine lives. Plastics goes into the ocean. It takes a lot of years, but they kind of biodegrade into microplastics, which a lot of these marine lives will eat them or get tangled by these plastics. And when they eat them, obviously we eat them. So at the end, we are the one that's getting harmed. It really just takes a few extra steps to, protect it. But obviously you can also do it and start it at home. Look at the amount of trash that you create or you produce every day and see how you can improve from that, recycle them or reuse some of the things that you already have and not creating more waste. That's the very easy steps that you can do from home, right? And also waste management is very important, like we said, from home, but also all the way up to the place that you work, all the way to your neighborhood, your area. This is actually a little bit hard, but you always got to take that first step, right? I think everyone should be more cautious and paying more attention to their waste management. We do have some sponsors and sponsorships from our partners. Our partners are mostly the resorts and dive centers on the island itself. So they support some of our activities and some of our projects monetarily and also physically. But we also have some other organizations that helps us. Maybe they donate their sales profit for us to do whatever that's needed fixing or needed to be done on the island. Shout out and thank you for all the organizations and all the parties that have been supporting us. All our volunteers are joining our activities on their free time and on their own expenses. Also really thankful for everyone for putting out themselves and just giving their time to join all our activities. My favorite moment would be, I guess, like the planning time where before we kind of execute this, we need a lot of planning, right? And it was very exciting because we're doing something from scratch, and it was a very fun time because we're searching for like the gunny sacks in like the jungle. So we just like picked it up, and then we were painting some like Projek Waste logo on this gunny sacks. And the planning was great. And then when we first like started the execution, it was also very fun because like we kind of see how people reacted to like these kind of activities and this kind of awareness, and it's very eye-opening at the same time. I guess our greatest achievement is to see the team and also our volunteers growing each time. I think this goes on to all kinds of communities, right? But if we're talking about our, this environmental community, it's always come together because we're not gonna fight this battle alone, right? This is not like a competition. We have to grow bigger and And we just really have to get together to spread whatever awareness that we're believing in. And I think it's especially important during this pandemic because obviously this pandemic is making us isolated from a lot of people, a lot of groups, and a lot of communities. It's very easy to feel lost, especially on the topic of environmental issues, because it's a new thing and it's always changing and you might feel lost a lot of times. So it's very good to find a community and share your knowledge among each other and also do activities together to boost your motivation and inspiration. So being in a community, we can support each other. We're knowing that we're not alone. That really creates a very safe space for everyone. You always gotta take that first step, right? And that step doesn't have to be like a huge step. Oh, I'm going to help this and that. It always starts from your home. So like take a look at the things at your house. You can start cleaning up maybe your neighborhood, or even like find a park, an area, and invite some friends over to initiate this kind of activities. Also, if you do want to join like a bigger group or a community, there's tons of it out there, and you can always just search it on social media, or if your school or your workplace or your friends are doing it, like just go support them. You don't have to like go to those like really like big events and you don't know anyone, but just through one friend or just through a family member that has been doing it for maybe some time, and you just go join and see if you like it or if you enjoy it. And if you do, then it's just a matter of time of continuing, and continuation is also very important.